Plenty of season left to go. 3 months of football ahead as we are underway here at Week 4. From his own end zone, here we go. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Straight to the air is Richardson. Throw complete to Juszczyk. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Brought to a halt by Deonte Banks. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 37. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. This play goes for 36. And it'll give him a 1st down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Got Juszczyk, and it's complete. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. The former #1 pick, Trayvon Walker, on the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 24. He's on the move. He finds Johnson. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, they just find a way to get him the ball.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
The former soccer star, Brandon Aubrey, on now to attempt a field goal. From 37 yards in the right hash. Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. The fake field goal does not get it done. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
Clearly, the defense did not go all in on the block right there, and fortunate for them, because it allowed them to pivot when they saw the fake, and they stay in position to defend it beautifully.
Come on, offense. Come on. Make some good calls, offense.
Allen comes out throwing. Throw right side, hauled in by Harrison. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Tackle made by J.C. Horn.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Snowhawks will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense up to the line fast. Trying again, following the sack. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Snowhawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Grant with this return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Tackle made by J.C. Horn. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Motioning the tight end now. 2nd and 10 now. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. So that brings up 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. And that punt reaches 50 yards. And it'll be their football. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And the Dolphins are there to bring him down. It goes to the hurry-up offense here. Another try following the sack. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be Dolphins football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Watson with the catch. He's got to gain a 6 there. Brought down by Reek Woolen.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. Gets this one to Harrison. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They'll be set up 2nd and 7. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Allen. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They'll go. Allen. He's got it to his running back. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. The right call came in at the right time. Give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on 4th. Walker on 1st down. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Doesn't have the hook up there, incomplete pass.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Allen on 3rd down. They'll have the 1st down and even more. And they get this down to the 28. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
1st down throw for Allen. Legette's got it. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
This is Walker on second. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins start to fight back with their first points in this game. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Dolphins tie this game 7-7. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Finding Flowers. And he gets him around 6 there. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 31-yard play, and it sets up 1st down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. They'll throw again, Richardson. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They'll throw it again. Completed to Flowers. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Trying to throw for it with Richardson. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Working quickly here. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, we've still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Richardson now. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now they're left with 4th and goal.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
A final throw before the break. And he's going to go down. They get to him on 4th and goal and complete the defensive stand. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
I'm going to guess a little deal was cut there by these pass rushers in the huddle. You guys in the secondary, just buy us a little time. We don't need perfect coverage. Just tighten things up so we can get home. And boy, did they ever in a big moment.
Pass complete to Walker. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're up and running once again. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. He's contained at the line for no gain. Carl Granderson in on the tackle. No progress on 1st down, and they'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Staying with Walker. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Jeremy Chin there on the stop. 6 yards the pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Running with Walker again. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Now Allen going to the air. Dumps it off to his running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So no return on that punt. And they've got a long field ahead of them to begin this drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They'll run here from the gun. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I can hear it now, Kate, before it even comes out of my mouth when I say anybody but a receiver or corner is the best athlete on the field. But I'm starting to really feel like these DNs in today's NFL game are the best athletes. And when you watch one chase down a play like that for negative yards, well, I'll make my case and I'll stand on that opinion.
He's throwing deep to the left side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deontay Banks. And the Dolphins are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Wow, this has been a great game so far, Brock. A hard-fought first half, but they're really offering an edge to their opponent here by throwing a pick on their opening drive.
And now we'll get to see if they can capitalize that and pull ahead. They've already got the ball once this half. You know that they're loose, and now they get it back just one snap later.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Allen to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Back to the air, Allen. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Jake Elliott on now to attempt this field goal. It is a 44-yard look from the right hash. The kick by Hopkins is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And the Dolphins will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll give up the gut to Walker. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. But, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Now they send their back in motion right. Walker hauls it in.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Second and 6 now. Pass is caught. It's T.J. Hawkinson. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a pickup of 11. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Handoff now to the receiver. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone, mixing in receiver runs with everything else they love to do. And the best part is, it's working. He gets them several yards on that play.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Now an inside give to Walker. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Dolphins lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this case.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those forces before they find pay dirt.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate. On shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in. But over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball. And it sure makes it tough to adjust in time.
They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Play action with Richardson. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this third quarter. That's the end of the third on Sunday night. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a two-score game to begin the fourth. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He puts some power on a deep one left. It's complete. Oh, my. They left him wide open downfield. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Snowhawks make it a 4-point game here in the fourth. They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal, will tie this game in the fourth. So we're down to a 3-point game, and now Gonna try to get it back in pursuit of a game-tying field goal. And they've got it. They've recovered the onside kick. Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore. But he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Now Walker. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
Walker gets the first and more. Launches, and he's got it. Touchdown! The Dolphins make it a 9-point advantage. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you could strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins make it a 10-point ball game. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Chooses to bring this one out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. This finds Smith. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and long for him here. He's throwing deep to the left side. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by Deontay Banks. And the Dolphins take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They go with Walker here. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
At the 22-yard line.
On the carry, it's Walker. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. Only a yard on the play. An improvement on their last one, but that brings up 3rd and 9. It's Walker on the give. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the run. That's going to bring up 4th and 8. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Dolphins close to beginning the year 4-0. Jake Elliott on now to attempt this field goal. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. The kick by Hopkins is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. We know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Return lanes don't open for him. He stops shy of the 15. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Going from the pistol, Richardson. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deontay Banks. And the Dolphins take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The give now to Walker. And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Running is Walker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
First and goal, here's Walker. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Let's make some good calls, offense.
Trying again, Walker. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. And their start to the season not cooling off by any means as they move to 4-0 on the year.